And then there were two left in the region, just as it was last year around this time. It is the Elite Eight. It's the number 1 seeded Marlington Dukes taking on the number 11 seeded Holy Name Green Wave. Up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove. Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back-to-back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive. Hansen pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable. Coming to you live from Harry Fails Gymnasium in Alliance, Ohio, you are watching OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Well, it is time. Two teams left in Region 13, the number 1 seeded Marlington Dukes and the number 11 seed, the lowest seed left in Division 4, the Holy Name Green Wave. He's Bryce Fisher. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. And for the third time this year, this is officially it for the fall. I can promise you this is our last fall broadcast. No place I'd rather be than back here, see some more exciting volleyball, and close out this regional tournament.
Yeah, and definitely the two most entertaining volleyball teams we've had all fall. Holy Name with that incredible 5-set reverse sweep, and then the tough one against Perry the other night was also a really good match. And then Marlington, who has just been so dominant for the past decade in volleyball. We know what they bring to the table every time. It's going to be really entertaining.
It's the battle of legacy and first gen, if you will. But the first gen's the one who has won a state title more recently. Marlington, they have been here so often. They have won the EBC conference for the past 9 seasons. But Holy Name, you go back to the 2010s, they did win a state title. It's been a long time, just before Coach Mijacinovich took over. But Holy Name, 11-13 this year. Last year, 10-17. Not a team that on paper you would think would make it all the way to the regional championship game. But what we've seen from them the last 2 games, they belong and then some.
Yeah, they definitely have. The past 7 sets, they have just been unbelievable. I don't think there's a hotter team in Ohio than Holy Name in the past 7 sets. The biggest question is, are they going to be able to keep that momentum rolling tonight, or are they going to cool off?
Last year, it was a simple start for the Marlington Dukes, taking sets 1 and 2. Set number 3 did fall to Holy Name, and then Marlington was able to win it in set number 4. But I think we talked about it pregame. If this is 1-1, it's anybody's game, and Holy Name at that point, I would say, would be actually favored over the Dukes.
I'd have to agree. I think if this pushes 4 sets or even 5 sets, I think Holy Name's your favorite. We were talking about it. Only 2 matches or 3 matches this season, the Dukes have played in more than 3 sets.
More than that, in the last month and a week. The last time that the Dukes played a 5-set match was on October 11th against Norton. Obviously, that game ended up being so costly for Norton. Their 23rd regular season game, knocking them out of postseason contention. That was just an awful situation there. Before that, the other game in the past month and a week that Marlington has played that has gone to 4 sets or more, you have to go back to September 24th, a 4-set victory on the road at New Philly. If this goes long, Marlington's stamina might not be there as much as it was early on in the season.
Yeah, and we saw it 2 nights ago with them against Beaumont. They struggled in that 4-set. It was a little bit tougher. They let the stamina kind of
They played
drain
3.
them. The long 3rd set. It was just long for them. They let Beaumont stay in longer than anyone expected.
And those first 2 sets, they were a lot more contested than we expected. Beaumont at one point was leading down the stretch. But for Holy Name tonight, even if they don't win this match, it's another great season. But they have the pieces in place to win. They definitely do. But we have to look to keys to victory, and that is where we start to see some discrepancies. I'll give you my key players to look at tonight for Marlington. Everything falls back to Danica Sarchone. It has all season. Cal Young, great with the assists. Bogunovich, great with kills. But when you look at the heart of Marlington, it says Sarchone. As for Holy Name, your key to victory today, it has to go back to Ali Orzek. Another 20-kill performance along with Genevieve on Wednesday. She is the heartbeat of this team. It's the battle of the 2 juniors, the leaders of next year. But they have to get a good performance tonight if their teams are to win. Next week, it is the state tournament, Thursday and Saturday at Wright State. Both teams, they want to be there, and no pun intended, they want to be on the right side of history this afternoon here in Alliance. Marlington, a chance to win on their rivals' home floor. Holy Name, a chance to shock Division IV and the state of Ohio in its entirety. We will toss things downstairs now to our public address announcer, and he will get us underway with our pregame announcements.
A member school of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Alliance High School welcomes you to this interscholastic contest between Marlington High School and Parma Holy Name High School. To honor America, please stand and join in the singing or playing of our national anthem. Today's Division IV Regional Final Tournament game is sponsored by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your attendance and support of the student athletes and coaches is appreciated by member schools competing for the right to move on. Though both teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit the qualities and good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools requested the same from all fans. The officials assigned to this tournament met extensive requirements set by the Ohio School Athletic Association and have been assigned based on the process approved by the OHSAA's Board of Directors. The officials for this game are Lisa Bowser and John Teskey. The line judges are Dan Bowser and Dean Grobel. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Alliance High School. All fans are asked to respect the effort each of them has put forth in preparing for today's contest. We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, officials, coaches, those administering the contest, and of course your team and your opponent. And as importantly today as ever, please respect the game. Now to meet the players. The visitors on the scoreboard, the Marlington Dukes. Head coach Stephanie Nicole. Assistant coaches Amy Coleman, Casey Krupko, and Zoe Peck. The Duke non-starters, Annie Capone, number 1. Number 5, Reese Hagan. Number 6, Ivy Tate. Number 16, Mia Moss. Number 18, Rosalind McCarty. The starters, the libero, number 2, Maya Sickles. Number 3, Marissa Casper. Number 9, Justine Doringo. Number 10, Gianna Bogdanovich. Number 11, Chloe Evanich. Number 13, Danica Charchon. And the captain, number 23, Callie Young. Now for the home team on the scoreboard. The Parma Heights Holy Name Green Wave. Head coach, Boyan Miocinovich. Assistant coaches, Paul Martin, Holly Allman. The non-starters, number 3, Michaela Beck. Number 4, Skylar Chomowski. Number 5, Isabella Dinya. Number 7, Vienna Ballas. Number 10, Genevieve Afraides. Number 14, Mia Vieira. Number 19, Paige Delmore. And number 23, Akila Stanley. The starters for Parma Heights, for Holy Name. Number 1, Cindy Vera. Number 2, Brianna Barker. The libero, number 6, Hayden Wells. Number 8, Allison Orzek. The captain, number 9, Avery Preisel. Number 11, Kenzie Watson. And number 12, Reagan Favreau. Good luck, ladies.
It is getting loud inside of Harry Fails Gymnasium here at Alliance High School. You are watching OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. What a game tonight. What a game to determine who represents Region 13 in the Final Four this upcoming week. Bryce, I'm excited. It's here, the regional final, and we're back covering it for the second year in a row.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a great matchup tonight. Ready to see Ali Orzek and Fratis try to take down Danica Sarchon and Gianna Bogdanovich and these Marlington Dukes.
And the feel of this gymnasium, you really do think this is a 7 p.m. start. Nope, it's 2 o'clock and it's bright outside.
Yeah, it's definitely bright outside. I don't think it's warm outside because we are in Ohio and it's getting chilly. But it feels like a midday game to me. Kind of the energy isn't fully there yet. I'm ready for the student section to start getting pumped up.
Me too. I feel like this is going to be one heck of a contest today.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I think Holy Name definitely has a chance to knock off the defending state runner-ups. I know that Marlington has been one of the hardest teams to beat in the past decade, but I think Holy Name has a really good chance here.
And you see them on the far side, the Marlington Duke student section, and they have their meme once again. It's the man with the chain. The chain dog today is Holy Name. And it's not Danica holding the chain today. It's the Duke's logo.
Yeah, they went a little bit simpler this week, or this game.
Here comes Chloe Evanich, the freshman, and we are underway at Harry Fails Gymnasium. Both teams wearing black jerseys. Marlington's libero, Sickles in the orange, Holy Names in Wells. She is in the whites. Vieira keeps it alive in the back line for the Namers. Preisel sets for Orzek, and the opening kill belongs to the Namers.
Yeah, good work there. As we have Fratis come in now to take up the front. And Orzak will be serving. Good to get the first point.
And when you have Genevieve Fratis on your bench, that really does say a lot about how much depth you have as a team. Genevieve has been on a tear this whole entire tournament, and it's mishandled in the back line. It's an ace for Orzek. Make it 2-0 Holy Name.
Yeah, it looked like a miscommunication there. No one got the second hit.
And if you're Marlington, you have to recalibrate quickly. You cannot allow these Namers to get a big lead early. Hagen playing this one forward, lined up for Danica Sarchon. Fratis keeps it alive, and here comes the Namer offense. Wells forward, Fratis under hits, and Marlington is on the board.
Yeah, just a little bit out in front, mistimed her jump a little bit. Easy to mistake, happens early in games all the time.
Bogdanovich, 59 aces on the year, wants number 60 here to try and tie it up in set number 1. Preisel Digs it back, and Afratis will hit it over, and she will get the kill in no man's land. Kind of a double hit there along with a teammate. She was able to get it before her teammate did and got the point in the end.
Yeah, interesting. A little bit of a miscommunication, but hey, works out in the end, so no one's going to even question it.
If Holy Name can continue this run of form, that is a great sign of things to come for them in set number 1. Here comes the serve from Hayden Wells. 3-1, Holy Name on top. It's Sarshone, and it's dug out by Hayden Wells. And there is the return by Kenzie Watson on the bump. This time it's going to be Durango, and Durango will get the crossbody kill.
Great job from Durango there. We've seen her be really impactful the past 2 games.
When you're shutting down other players, Marlington, as a team, has to adapt, and they go to Justine there opposed to Gianna or Danica, and it works out perfectly. Now 3-2. Wells lines it up for Afratis, and she will get it in on the back line. What a kill by Genevieve.
Yeah, pinpoint precision there. It was almost long, but it caught the back line as we see the namers beginning to wave their flag. Who'd you say? Miss Preisel brought that flag?
Yes, Mrs. Patty Preisel, the mom of Avery Preisel. You see Brendan over there along with her. Just finished up his Holy Name football career, so congrats to Brendan. Looking forward to seeing him in baseball season as well. Danica sends it through but wide, and the namers have their biggest lead of the opening set, up by 3.
She pulled a little Michael Jordan there, float in the air, try to get it late, mistimed her jump. It seems to be a theme early on here.
This is not what we had in mind for the start of this matchup, 5-2. And here comes the serve from Dinya. Marlington needs an early answer. Young for Danica Sarshone. Lally pops it over. Afratis keeps it alive, but not for long. The point goes to the Dukes.
Yeah, mistiming the jump, so hey, I'm going to go with a different strategy. I'm just going to tip it over, nice and soft in the weak spot.
And if they watched the game against Perry, they saw that one player do it so well. The namers had no answer, but it looks like they have watched the film and at least are getting a piece of it before it falls. Afratis tips it over with the bottom of her hand. A nice job to get it through, and there is the return. Wells keeps it alive. Afratis towards the center, and there is Avery Preisel, the setter, with the return. Young lining it up for Danica Sarshone, and that is the first powerful kill of the day for Danica.
You knew it was going to be coming eventually. These teams have major power when it comes to spiking. We knew we were going to see some loud balls hit today.
And that is just going to be the standard now for the Marlington Dukes. It has been ever since Danica joined the program. Dinya forward, Preisel taps it over, and Callie Young keeps it alive as the setters exchange tips. Orzak almost out of play, kept alive by Avery Preisel, and Wells will return it. A rally starting to brew. Evanich trying to end the sequence, not able to do so. And there is Ali Orzak with the return. Now it is an official rally. It's Danica Sarshone, Dinya digs, same with Vavro, and that one will fall out of play, and the Dukes have tied it up at 5.
Good work from Marlington to get back into this one. Not like they were far out of it, but you definitely want to be able to get a lead here because these namers, when they get out in front, they stay out in front.
It's a 3-0 run right now for the Marlington Dukes. Afratis on the near side gets it over, and Sickles will dig to keep it in flight. Casto slips it just through. A nice job by the namers keeping it alive, and there is Ali Orzak with the return. But an opportunity for this Dukes offense to set up once again. But Danica opts for the light tap. Afratis blocked at the net by Danica Sarshone. She will try it again. This time tipped towards the back line. Sarshone to the center, and there is the return, but it is into the net by Casto. And the namers respond with a rally point of their own.
Yeah, really good job as Afratis comes out. You knew she was going to be getting the ball early on, trying to set her up to get a big kill.
So 6-5, Holy Name on top in set number 1. And it is Sydney Vieira, the senior, back deep to serve. A good amount of digs on the year, 154. She might not be the true libero, but a few years ago in her sophomore campaign, she started the year as the libero. And you can see with her digs, that time Sarshone just pokes it through again. You have to plan for the power, but you can never prepare for that light poke to get it through.
Yeah, she's one of those great blends of I'm powerful, but I also have the finesse to beat you when you over-adjust.
And here is the serve from Danica Sarshone. Preisel near side for Orzak, and Orzak gets the kill.
Great job from Ali Orzak. She has done a really good job this game and last game so far being composed and being the leader that Holy Name needs.
We talk about our 2 key players to look at, Danica and Ali. Both have the team lead in kills right now.
Yeah, and I think it comes down to more than kills. They need to be the leaders out there.
Leadership can result in points, but also it can result in some great digs like that one. Lined up for Brianne Barker, and she will poke it on through. Young lining it up for the freshman Evanich. Dinya. Now Preisel near side for Ali Orzek, and kept alive again by Sickles. Young lining it up on the far side for Bogdanovich. It is dug out in the back, line by back. Now it's Orzek again, getting it over, and she is able to beat out Danica Sarchone.
Great job. I think Holy Name is playing really in rhythm so far. Marlington, other than those 2 kills, has struggled to get them out of position.
And I feel like a lot of this does come down to the coaching, which, in my mind, we're even. Coach Miocinovich, a storied career in volleyball, same with Stephanie Tortola. Both a lot of prestige. Tortola with Marlington. And as for Coach Miocinovich, Holy Name and Blue West, as the Namers get the point there, now up by 3. And Coach Tortola will call time, and she will talk things over. So the Namers, once again in set number 1, force an early timeout, just like they did on Wednesday.
Yeah, they're getting ahead early here. And if you're Holy Name, that's exactly what you wanted to do. You wanted to get ahead early. You wanted to force Marlington to take their timeouts and feel rushed. If you're Holy Name, you want to try to get Marlington down as quick as possible so that they can't come back from this. You want to be in a situation where you're on the gas the entire time, no breaks.
And we look at this Namer team. You go back to last Wednesday at Woodridge against Edgewood. What has changed for this team, as this is a new group completely?
It's incredible. I don't know if it's the leadership, but the energy has been unbelievable. They have been exuding energy, especially Genevieve Fratis.
I mean, the moment that Genevieve really broke out in that district championship game, this whole team has flipped on its head. They have really become top tier, and they're once again pulling above their weight as they did last year. Last year as an 18 seed, this year as the 11, so a lot different. They have been the lower seed in every game since the district semis. That's when they swept West Branch.
Yeah, and I said it during the Beaumont game, man, I love an underdog.
Underdogs make the sporting world go around. And here comes a serve from the Namers. Is it in? Not quite, just out of play from back. And Marlington takes the opening point after their first time out of set number 1. If that was an ace, that would have been very detrimental.
Yeah, that would have hurt. If you're Marlington coming out of that timeout, that's the last thing you would have wanted.
But once again, they are cool, calm, and collected, as you would expect. And it is back-to-back wayward serves. That time it is Casto overshooting. And possession and the point go back to the Namers.
Yeah, trading long shots here. Just needed to get it back in play, force a rally to happen.
So the Namers are the first team to reach double figures today. And here comes the serve from Preisel. Young just before the net lines it up for Bogdanovich. And there is the powerful snipe.
That ball was smoked. She put a little bit of extra thump into that one.
You have to in a game like this. We saw it last night with Geneva, those powerful hits. It makes you second-guess your decisions at the net. You don't want to be on the receiving end of one of those powerful spikes.
No, you never do. And every single sport, as another ball goes long, we're just trading them right now.
And that can really become killer for Marlington. At least 3 points in this opening set. The difference right now have resulted from wayward serves.
Yeah, I mean, Holy Name has had the better strategy in these rallies, but other than that, these serves have just been, it's been a struggle bus.
Young lines it up for Bogdanovich, denied at the net. Brianne Barker gets a piece of it. Sarchone now tries, Afratis keeps it alive. Preisel picks up Kenzie Watson, and the whistle will blow, and the point will go to who? Holy Name's the answer.
Yeah, I think somebody just stepped over the line there. Marlington fans are not happy.
So now 12-8, and it is mishandled. It's an ace for the Namers. Make it 13-8.
Interesting there. If that was tennis, that would have been hindrance.
And now Coach Tortola wants that to be redone, and I think there is plenty of grounds for that to be the case. He was announcing during the play, which you can't be doing.
Yeah, something about a stick. I don't know.
They should redo that. That should be scrapped.
100%. That definitely should be. You can't talk in the middle of the point. In tennis, that's called hindrance. In so many sports, that's illegal. Football, if you're trying to mimic a snap count, it's illegal.
And one of the Marlington fans holding up the jump ball sign. That's what it has to be here. You cannot allow that as a point.
Yeah, I 100% agree. That's ridiculous. And if you were the announcer, obviously
Not your fault. No, not at all.
Yeah, you can't control that, but maybe yell to the ref, hey, listen, I have to make an announcement. Can you pause the game? Because the judge on the net determines when they can serve. Just ask for a stoppage.
I think they're going to count it. Now they don't. Okay, it is a jump ball, and that is the correct decision.
Yeah, I definitely think it is. As Coach M is having a word with the officials, sending Preisel to go over and talk.
And this could be a turning point. This is an extra timeout pretty much for Marlington.
Definitely.
I feel like the decision to say, hey, that has to go could have waited too.
Yes, I think.
That was not the time.
Yeah, he could have definitely waited. And, I mean, could he have not just asked for a administrator to come over and go talk? I mean, he's not operating the scoreboard, so I don't understand why he couldn't have gone and asked. But, you know, things happen.
Very confusing early on in this matchup. Middle point of set number 1. Holy Name, they will have to do it again. And they really want this point. If they get it here, perfect definition of ball don't lie.
Agree.
But they have to make it happen first. It is still Ali Orzek back deep to serve for the Namers, up by 4 in set number 1. And I think Coach Mijačinović is satisfied with his explanation, and we are ready to return to the action.
Yeah, it looks like they had to communicate some stats down to the scorekeeper down there.
Orzek goes shallow, dug out there by Hagan. It is Bogdanović, and it is blocked. In play, the block stands, and the point belongs to the Namers. There is your ball don't lie moment.
Yeah, 100%. If you're Holy Name, you're saying exactly. If you're Marlington, you're saying, what the heck is going on?
Orzek continues her run serving. Sickles, Young lining it up for Danica Sarchone. And Ali Orzek will keep it alive, and the offense will run. It's a Fratis, skied by Sarchone off the roof. Young for Bogdanović. It is long. Point Namers. Make it 14-8.
This is huge for Holy Name right now. I don't know how you slow them down. This is absurd. The past 8 sets, this team is the hottest team in Ohio.
Something has changed at 6000's Queens Highway. And I can't tell you what. It's Sarchone, this time getting it past Orzek for the kill.
If you're Marlington, that's the exact person you needed to make a change right there. You need Sarchone to instill her will and force them back into this.
We mentioned it exactly in pregame. Other players can make plays, but this team, it runs through number 13. And that serve once again long. It's just like BW in the MCVL championship game. The reason they lost to Mount is the serving.
Yeah, it's the easy fixable mistakes that kill you in every single sport.
And here comes the serve from the libero, Hayden Wells. 15-9, Holy Name on top. Lightly tapped over by Durango, but somehow returned by Hayden Wells. And now Sarchone will attack, and it's out of play. But what a dig.
Point Marlington there, but what an effort by Hayden Wells. That was a phenomenal dig right at the net.
And the fact that it was returned, too, that is really what makes it impressive. If that just stayed on their side, yeah, that's great, but the return makes that dig that much more impressive. It's Watson on the far side, and Watson overshoots. It goes to Marlington.
Just barely long, but that's the first time we saw the pad Kenzie Watson running spike.
Just that arc out to get a good vantage point on the ball. Afratis, Preisel, back to Genevieve, denied at the net! Blocked by Callie Young, and now it's a 3-point set.
That is so impressive to me that Callie Young is able to get blocks like that for her size. She is a heck of an athlete.
Block number 31 on the season for the senior setter.
But you don't ever see that from your setters.
I mean, Avery Preisel, looking at her numbers, 14 blocks, and she is Holy Name setter. So you see that discrepancy on display. Afratis pokes it over, kept alive by Hagan. Castell behind for Sarchone, kept alive by Hayden Wells, but out of play. Marlington back within 2.
Who else other than Danica Sarchone?
She has energized this team to a 4-0 run.
If you're Marlington, that's what you needed.
And here comes the serve from Justine Durango. Holy Name needs an answer offensively. Afratis tries to get it and does. There it is officially. I'm impressed they kept that alive for one more hit.
I really was too. I might have clicked the point a little bit early on the scoreboard.
I said it too early, too.
Yeah.
You can never count Marlington out, no matter if it's a point or the match overall, or in this case, the sets.
You never know, but that's true for both teams. Holy Name pulled off a miracle a week ago.
I think you do have the best two teams in the region on display today, no doubt. Young pushes it over and beats Wells. Nicely done by Callie Young, getting the kill, number 58 on the year.
She is so smart. That is exactly what you want from your setter. When they recognize that there's a gap in that defense, just a quick little touch over.
And here comes the serve. 16-14, Holy Name on top in set number 1. It's Afratis getting it through. Bogdanovich digs. Young sets. 4-star shown. Blocked at the net. And Marlington will run their offense again. It's Casto. Kept alive by Hayden Wells. Preisel sets for Afratis. And Genevieve. Too long on the attempt. The point goes to Marlington. Back within 1.
Yeah, just barely long there. But great job setting up for Afratis.
So now 16-15. And here comes the serve. A big moment right here. Poked over, not quite. It's going to stay in Namer territory, and we are tied up at 16.
Here comes the timeout for Coach M. Yep.
That has to be the decision there. Timeout Namers, and they want to talk this one over. I mean, Bryce, what are your thoughts so far? Holy Name in control until they weren't.
Yeah, that's a big-time swing. The pendulum has swung back to Marlington's favor. Got to work it in for Cooper. And I think this is going to be a big telling point when they come out of this timeout. Can Holy Name get back in rhythm and get a little bit of a stretch of a couple points?
And my question is, what changed for Marlington outside of just Danica Sarshone being Danica Sarshone?
I would say Callie Young. She has done a phenomenal job being a leader for this team as the setter. Obviously, a lot of stuff runs through the setter. It's kind of like the catcher in baseball or the quarterback in football. She is commanding this team, making sure everyone's in their position, and now she's gotten a couple good points off the serves.
A captain for a reason here. As for Holy Name, they got to change something up. I don't think they have been found out per se, but something has to be slightly tweaked.
Yes, I would agree with that. I think they need to at least eliminate the threat of Danica Sarshone in the best way they can by trying to get it into the back line a little bit more.
And here comes the serve from Callie Young. Marlington yet to lead today in set number 1. Afratis denied at the net, kept alive by Wells. And Genevieve will try it again, poking it over. Casto lined up by Young, 4-star shown, and Marlington is in the lead.
She's in rhythm now, and that is a scary sight if you're Holy Name.
You can never allow Marlington to take a lead this late in a set. Holy Name playing from behind for the first time today. Dinya mishandles, and it is an ace. Things are getting better and better for the Marlington Dukes.
Yeah, it looked like Dinya was unsure there if she wanted to commit to that. It was hooking, so she thought it was going to go out of play. Just made a late decision.
And here comes a serve from Callie Young. 18-16, Holy Name trailing now. And very nearly 19 as that one just kind of hung up on the net. And Afratis will return it over. A pivotal point for both teams if they can get it. Sarshone kept alive by Dinya. Preisel for Afratis. And now Marlington can line up a spike. This time it's Casto, kept alive by Wells again. And we have another rally. It's Afratis getting it just through the front line. Kept alive by Sickles. Bogdanovich able to zip it on over. Preisel digs. It's not enough. Point Marlington.
Yeah, really good point from Marlington. I think Afratis has gotten a little bit too predictable here. She's gone for that little Statue of Liberty tap. Oh, we have another timeout.
You have to right now.
Well, Coach is fired up right now. This is the first time I think I've ever seen him clench his fist and start yelling.
You look at how they controlled early on, 15-9. And all of a sudden, you look at the way things have turned out. It's 19-16. It's a 10-1 run for Marlington.
Yeah, it's a huge swing. And if you're Marlington, that's exactly what you wanted. But if you're Holy Name, you got to become, I don't want to say different, but less predictable. They've run the same scheme over and over again. It's getting the ball to Afratis. And I know she's been dominant over these past 8 sets, but why not get Kenzie Watson in there and try to let her do her running spike?
And she was on the bench during that second portion of this big run. That is something to note. It is late in the season. Players are getting banged up. I don't think Kenzie is banged up as of right now. but that has to be something that you look at.
100%. And listen, I think Holy Name has phenomenal depth, but at some point you got to say, who are my playmakers? Who can I get out there and know they're going to make an impact immediately?
And still no Kenzie Watson in the game. It's going to be Preisel, Vavro, Afradis, Orzek, Wells, and Dinya. And here comes the serve from Callie Young as we are back to the action. Preisel lines it up for Genevieve Afradis, and she gets it on the line, but they say out of play. Just barely out. Marlington up by 4, needing 5 to win set number 1.
This is going to be huge if you're Marlington to come back from this, and I don't know how you would get momentum back if you're Holy Name.
You have to find an answer somewhere on this roster. Vavro pokes it over, but denied immediately. Evanich pokes back corner, and is it in?
Ooh.
Yes, it is! Absolutely incredible from Evanich!
I don't know. Tough call there. The bench doesn't like it. Dinya didn't like it. Wells didn't like it. But really good idea from Evanich, the freshman.
That's what you call living up to your last name. Preisel lined up for Ali Orzek in the back line. The Namers, this run not helping them. A 12-1 run for Marlington. It's Afradis, the light poke, kept alive by Young. Bogunovic, and Sarchon will set it over, but out of play. The Namers get a point back.
That is the first self-inflicted wound from Marlington in a long time.
The serves have gotten a lot better. That was the initial point of self-infliction.
Yeah, serves have gotten better, and they're not having the silly mistakes of, oh, who's going to take the second hit? Who's going to get the initial hit? They're just all playing instinctually.
And Vieira sends it over, and now the serving errors have flipped sides.
Yeah, it's swayed towards Marlington, to Holy Name. This is your time to strike right now if you're Marlington with Danica serving.
And Danica now overshoots. We're back to the sequence.
And I retract my statement completely.
The announcer's jinx is back.
Yep.
Not good timing.
I said it, and I had a bad feeling about it, and it happened.
I mean, DC yesterday did jinx Alliance pretty heavily.
I think we both did, although I did bring up the Cam Burren.
And it's an ace for the Namers, mishandled by Bogunovic. A big ace for Michelle back. Ace number 2 on the year.
There you go. Junior. I read Brianna Barker there. Getting work.
And here comes a serve from back once again. Tough one at the net, poked out wide. Bogunovic denied, but out of play. Make it 23-19. But going back to Michelle back, her older sister Gracie just graduated last year. And she was a key figure on this team. A lot of seniors played last year, replaced by underclassmen this year. And they haven't missed a beat at all.
Yeah, I don't think they have. As Coach M is having a discussion, I think he's saying she clearly stepped over the line or made contact with the net.
And we'll see what Avery Preisel does communicate. The junior is a captain this year. Not too often, especially when you have a lot of seniors, that a junior is a captain. But that is what Holy Name have in Avery Preisel. And no surprise given the Preisel name as well. Connor, a graduate in class of 2022. Brendan just played his final football game yesterday, class of 2026. And he does have a chance to be a captain this year for baseball, potentially. But here comes the conversation as both setters go over there.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the conversation is over. I have a feeling it would be some kind of infraction. I didn't see anything else that would be out of the ordinary.
It was definitely out when they poked it. I will say that. That was definitely out of play. But that would be the only thing that I think they'd be looking at. Nothing's going to change as the point does stay with Marlington.
Yeah, Coach M is saying that's 2 calls already.
And those 2 calls would have flipped the game to 21-all.
100%.
But Holy Name, they have to put it behind them, and they have to get some points here. It's Orzek, tipped up at the net, kept alive by Duringo. And now it's Bogunovic, and she will overshoot. Now 23-20. And now Marlington wants a tip, which I don't think that was necessarily close.
I did not see a tip. I mean, it's always possible. You never know. There might be a single fiber of that nail that clips it, but I did not see any contact there.
But a very long first set as we are now a half hour into the match. Preisel sending this one over. The Namers need this point. It's Sarchon getting it over. Vieira digs. Preisel. Now Orzek getting out of the way, now back into the mix. Some miscommunication there, but still a good play by the Namers. Vieira towards the net. Preissel sets for Kenzie Watson.
There it is.
Kept alive by Callie Young. Now Evanich to Doringo. There's the return. And the Namers can line up their offense again. It's for Kenzie Watson. And now everything flips to Marlington. They will push it over. Now the Namers can set up their offense on this rally. Blocked out of bounds. The point belongs to Holy Name.
Really good rally there. That was a fun one. We got to see the Kenzie Watson spike as we get a timeout from Marlington.
Kind of surprised to see the timeout called by the Dukes. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I mean, what was it? They were at 16, so a 5-1 run. I agree with it. I think they need to kill the momentum, at least momentarily. You can't let it get a little bit too out of hand, but you're still in control here.
And now Marlington, they do have one timeout left, which actually I don't think they do. I think they used one early.
Yeah, there's no timeouts
There
left
it
on
is
the
now.
scoreboard. Took a little bit to update on that scoreboard over there. So if you're Marlington, I mean, it makes sense. You're this late into the set. There's no point to hold on to the timeouts. You have to be willing to do what it takes to win right now.
And speaking of what it takes to win, I think a lot of it just comes down to making simple mistakes. You have to avoid that here.
You have to play clean, and that's how winners win. They play clean. They don't have self-inflicted wounds.
If you do, that is 9 times out of 10 the reason why you are knocked out of the playoffs.
100%. It's not being able to tackle like last night or having penalties or whatever it may be. It's always something self-inflicted that kills teams.
All of the above. Preissel sends it over, potentially an ace. Evanich somehow keeps it alive, and Sickles gets the return. Madness from Marlington. Preissel for Watson. There's the kill. The Namers back within one. A full range of emotions.
Yeah, that was crazy. Holy Name began to celebrate a little bit. They started coming together and said, "Oh, we got to get back in position." And Kenzie Watson with that patented spike.
And here comes a serve from Avery Preissel again. Almost miscommunication. Lined up for Bogunovic. She taps it over. Kept alive by Orzek. Now Watson gets it through. And kept alive by Callie Young. Sarchone now to Bogunovic. Dug out by Wells and Preissel for Ali Orzek. And it's kept alive by Danica Sarchone. Now Young sets up the offense for Danica. Is it in? No, it's not. It's out of play. And we are tied up at 23.
Just long. This is a big-time swing. If you are Marlington, you got to get control of this.
All eyes on Avery Preissel. And Avery will send this one over. Holy Name trying to rally back at the end of the set. Doringo blocked at the net. Here comes the offense. It's Kenzie Watson, and Watson goes long. Marlington, set points.
This has been a really interesting set. We saw a 12-1 run from Marlington and then a 7-1 run from Holy Name to get back into this. This is one of the streakiest sets we've seen.
No timeouts left for either team. That is worth noting. A point here for the Namers. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, there we go. They held up the jump ball for a second, but clearly nothing. Evanich sends it over. Holy Name needs a point for extra serves. It's Orzek pushing it over. Marlington, can they end set number 1 here? Dug out by Vieira. Preissel sets it up for Kenzie Watson. Blocked at the net, but still in play. Wells behind for Ali Orzek. And now a chance for Marlington's offense to go again. It's Doringo. Now Preissel. Wells back to Kenzie Watson. And Watson gets the kill. We will have extra serves in set number 1.
And the first person off the bench for Holy Name, guess who it is? Afratis. When you need energy and somebody to get a kill, you know who to call.
For the first time this postseason in a game that we have covered, we will have extra serves. You have to win by 2.
Yeah, just like pickup basketball, it is a win-by-2 method here. Let's see who's got it.
Orzek sends it over. A big point on the line as usual. Doringo lollipops it over. Nobody home.
What a smart play from the junior Doringo.
Once again, it is set point in favor of Marlington. And all eyes on Gianna Bogunovic.
Yeah, she's had a serve go long already.
She will try it again here. This time a line drive to Hayden Wells. Preissel for Genevieve Freitas. Puts it down and now goes again, but kept alive by Callie Young. Now it's Sarchone for the set. It's off the antenna, and we will continue.
For antenna, I said stick. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Now the stick has been banned from the premises.
Yeah.
No more sticks allowed.
Yeah, sticks are not allowed in this building, even though he's got a stick on his sign.
It's fine. We will allow that one because it is a poster board. But here comes a serve from Hayden Wells. Anyone set. Sickles, Young, Sarchone, blocked out of bounds. The trend continues. When it's tied, Marlington gets a quick point.
Yeah. Punch, counter punch. Who's going to have the knockout blow here? As Marlington goes for it with Durango serving.
We've been tied at 23. We've been tied at 24 and 25. Will that continue into 26? All eyes on Justine Durango. And she will send this one over.
Oh.
Mishandled by Orzek. It's an ace for Durango. And Marlington wins set number 1. What a point for Justine. And just like that, Marlington wins set number 1.
Yeah, big time there. I think Allie Orzek just noticed too late that it was going to be long, tried to stop and let the ball travel, and it was just too late. Afratis tried to get back there, tried to help save it, didn't have a chance.
Holy Name still in it, but as things stand, Marlington 27-25, and they win set number 1. And as teams trade sides, we will step aside here on SmeeSports. 1-0, your score in favor of the Marlington Dukes. Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium here in Alliance. You are watching OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. He is Bryce Fisher. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Holy Name had all the tools in place, everything right to win set number 1. But sometimes you cannot game plan enough for Stephanie Tortola and the Marlington Dukes.
Yeah, I mean, Danica Sarchone and Callie Young dominated that 12-1 run. I think if Holy Name can even scrap out another extra point out of that, it's obvious they would have taken that set. You just need to eliminate those stretches where you can't even buy a point.
And how do you do that?
You eliminate the simple mistakes, and you recognize what's not working. I'm sorry, Genevieve, but that Statue of Liberty little tap over stopped working after 20 serves in. They adjusted to it. Now let's find something else and a different point of attack, because she's good enough to find a different way to attack. You just have to recognize it earlier and adjust.
And this whole team is, and we go back to the coaching of both squads, they could probably make 20 adjustments and be fine.
Yeah, they definitely could. I think Coach M got on her a little bit because during that second timeout, he was in her face. I don't know exactly what was said, but I have a feeling he was saying, let's make an adjustment.
This is the third year that I have covered this team. This is the most animated that he has ever been. And we are back to the action. Afraidis pokes it over, very nearly proving you wrong with that poke. Sarchon gets it through. Orzak plays it back to the center, and there is Genevieve with the return. A good sequence to get things underway in set number 2. Orzak digs it out. Preissel for Genevieve, and it's kept alive by Gianna Bogunovic. Young pushes it over, nobody close. Marlington takes the opening points.
Great job from Callie Young there. She is such a smart player, just so aware of where the defense is.
Going back to it, that's why she's a captain.
Yeah, and that's what you look for captains. You look for a leader who's super smart.
Not just with vocal notes, but with actual in-game production. That time Watson undershoots. It's 2-0 Marlington. And if you're the Dukes, this is where you have to take over and really put this one away early.
That's what I was about to say. If you're Marlington right now, you're looking to step on them here and not let them get back into this.
And here is Young with the serve. If you're Holy Name, you need an answer. And it's Afraidis denied at the net. Blocked by Danica Sarchon.
Man, Danica is taking over. We knew she was going to take over, but she's on a phenomenal run right now.
On a tear and a half. Holy Name still needs an answer. Young sends it over. Orzak, Preissel for Genevieve Afraidis. Kept alive, but now out of play. Just over a Young fan.
Yeah, watch out there if you're that fan. She's bringing nachos. Almost got hit in the head.
I can go for some nachos.
I don't know. Depends on what kind of cheese they got. If it's the really bad Walmart nacho cheese, I don't want it.
Could be. Wells sends it over. 3-1 Marlington on top. It's Sarchon. Kept alive, but nobody close enough to help out Wells. Make it 4-1 Marlington.
I mean, Wells almost caught that ball. She slowed it down so much. You just need that ball to get in the air a little bit, maybe catch more of the heel of the hand.
Go with a setting reception.
Yeah.
That would have helped. But obviously tough in the moment. Afraidis puts it over. Dug out by Sarchon. It's Bogunovic. Caught up at the net. And somehow returned by Hayden Wells. An excellent dig by the libero. Now Evanich gets it over. That time no dig. Point Marlington.
That was incredible by Hayden Wells. Great effort. Her and Afraidis. I don't know how they kept that ball off the ground.
And the favorite chant of the Marlington student section when Chloe Evanich is on the court. She's a freshman, doesn't play like it at all. Afraidis pushes it over, and here come the Dukes again. Bogunovic behind, picks up Sarchon, and Orzak will dig. Preissel for Kenzie Watson, and now, will it be a violation on the Namers? It appears to be. Nope, it's a point for the Namers. I think that means Gianna stepped over the line.
Something.
They held up 10, I think.
I wasn't necessarily looking. I was looking at the scoreboard trying to adjust the points.
Yeah, that'd be 10. So that would be on Gianna.
Okay.
So 5-2, Marlington on top of Holy Name. Very similar start, just reversed from set number 1. But Chloe Evanich in the middle, able to get that kill. Make it 6-2.
When we were talking about what makes a championship team, we brought up vocal and dominant freshmen. She has been so good these past 2 games.
And here is the serve just over the net. And this one will be returned by Reagan Favreau. Put right back up to the net and dumped down by Genevieve Afraidis.
It looks like Genevieve's playing with little kids out there where, oh, you think you got it over? No, I'm spiking it right back down at you.
As we get ready for a substitution, we're going to watch this one back, as I mean, the whirlwind of emotions here. Hangs on the net, kept alive. Reagan bumps it over and just, that's how the sequence goes. And it's an ace in response by the Namers. Make it 6-4.
Yeah, really good work from Vieira there. She's had a pretty good year with 24 aces so far. She's definitely looked to build on that throughout these playoffs. I think if she can get rolling serving, she'll put Holy Name in a really good position here.
And Vieira continues. Evans, that time a setting reception. It's a give and go, and she will overshoot. But the tip does save her in the end. It is a point for Marlington. Close one, but I did kind of see that skim in the end.
I saw it go upwards. I wasn't sure if it was the net, but when I look back and don't see the net moving, I get a feeling it wasn't the net.
Process of elimination. Evanich, it's in! It splits the defense perfectly for an ace! Nicely done by Chloe Evanich. Perfectly done. I mean, Nothing else you could have done there.
Little top spinner. Looks like it's going long. It's spinning over the top, head over heels, and just falls off the table.
Now 8-4 Marlington on top in set number 2. Evanich goes shallow, dug into the net, and returned by Vieira. The Namers finding ways to respond. Once again, Vieira with the dig. Preissel, it's Orzek just getting it through the front line. Young for Bogdanovic, and she will get it in on the back line. Marlington's precision is unmatched.
Holy Name is giving incredible effort right now, but I don't think Marlington can do wrong.
It's the Midas touch. Everything turns to gold for this team.
Yeah, everything's working right now.
And here is a serve from Evanich. A high hanger. Preissel towards the net. Orzek unable to get it back in. It is 10-4 Marlington, and this could be a timeout for Holy Name.
Yeah, Hayden Wells is over there saying, timeout, coach. We need to talk this over. Something is happening.
We go back to the 1 point. The 1 point that would have swayed things in the last set. They didn't get it, and that's the reason right now why this is Marlington's game. They are controlling. They are dominating. How do you stop a team that, as you said, can do no wrong?
It's tough. Every team gets into this funk where you can make incredible plays and it does not matter. You just have to keep going. You have to keep fighting. You have to do the little things right. Eventually something's going to fall on your side.
At the end of the day, Marlington Volleyball is Marlington Volleyball. It doesn't matter who they play in the regular season. Put them in the postseason, and they make plays. Same with Holy Name. But this is starting to turn into last year. They did win set number 3 last year. But if they have to come out here and get a reverse sweep, I don't know if they have the manpower to do it.
You know, I would say that, but a week ago they proved us wrong, so I'm going to hold my tongue for right now.
We'll see what ends up happening in this matchup. A lot of things to look at, as right now it's all Marlington up by 6 in set number 2, up 1-0 overall, and they just want to continue this rut. Evanich sends it over, and it is another ace for no! Whoa! Whoa! I thought that was perfectly on the line. Hold on now, it's a point for Holy Name. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, so point Holy Name.
Had to take a step back. I'm still confused. And it is mishandled by Bogdanovic, but kept alive. And there is the return by Sarchone. The Namer offense setting up Preissel for Orzek, and Orzek gets the kill.
You know,
we talked about it pregame. Orzek once again.
Yeah, I thought Ali Orzek was going to be very vital to this Holy Name team to keep them in this. I would like to see her get a little bit more involved.
And here comes a serve from a shallow back, but into the nets. The serving continues to be issues.
Yeah, I was about to say, we have to eliminate those if you're Holy Name. And if you're Marlington, you're looking and going, man, thank goodness we got rid of those early on. Never mind.
Why? Why'd you have to say it?
I knew it. I knew it. As soon as I said it, I knew it. Came off fat on her hand, started carrying. I was like, man, I'm sorry.
Now 11-7 your score. And here comes a serve from Preissel. This time it's in play. Sarchone somehow keeps it alive, running out of bounds to get it. And the Namer offense will run. It's Watson poking it over, dug out by Bogdanovic, pushed over by Young, but into a sea of Namers. And lined up for Orzek, and Orzek snipes it down.
That ball smoked. With a little bit of side spin, you aren't doing anything about that. You got no chance there.
Put a little flame on that one.
Waggle.
So now 11-8, Holy Name down by 3. And here is the serve from Preissel, but it is long. I feel like the struggles have completely flipped in set number 2. Could that mean a flip in results?
It always can flip, and I would 100% agree.
I mean, we had 12-8 in the last set too.
Yeah, I think we're going to see something very similar to the first set.
Very similar, maybe even flipped. It's Orzek just getting it over and gets the points. Too much to deal with.
As Afratis comes in, and Ali Orzek, the leader you need, is going to be serving. This is when you want to try to take a bigger leap for Holy Name.
Down by 3, trying to make it 2 or 1. Lined up for Sarchone, just gets through. It's the two playmakers making constant plays.
Yeah, I mean, Danica Sarshone and Callie Young have just been running this game right now.
So now 13-9, Marlington on top. And here comes a serve from Callie Young. Preissel lines it up. It's a fret. It's blocked at the nets. And the Namers will have a second chance. It's Watson crossbody off of Sarshone. And the point goes to Holy Name.
Like, that's got to be so difficult to defend if you're anyone. Like, we saw it against Perry. It is so hard to defend. That crossbody runner where she spikes it across the court.
You never know where it's actually going to land. Evanich, Young for Sarshone. Poetry in motion. And Poetry gets the points.
Tough one there.
Excellent effort by Allie Orzek, but not enough to keep it in the air.
Yeah, really good job. Just barely got a hand on the ball to keep it alive initially. She couldn't get it the second time.
And here comes a serve from Sarshone. Preissel for Vavro, and Vavro puts it down. Make it 14-11.
Yep. Marlington looking for a lift there. Kind of got the ball into her palm, pushed it down. We've seen her get called for that twice already in the past 2 games that we've covered. It's a very ticky-tacky call to make that.
And here's a serve from Dinya, and it is out of play. The serves are killing both teams still.
It's brutal. And, I mean, Marlington really struggled with it in that first set. They've got it under control mostly. Holy Name has to get control of these serves.
Preissel for Afratis, and she will put it down. Another powerful kill for Genevieve.
Yeah, really good work there. As Cindy Vieira comes back into the game to serve, hopefully she's the answer for Holy Name.
Still a close set, but you have to potentially find a way in this set to tie it. You don't have to on paper, but if we're looking at how Marlington plays as a team, you pretty much do.
Definitely. You at least have to chip away.
And poked over by Sarshone. The Namer offense wants a powerful kill, and they won't get it quite yet. Evanish pushes it over, and here comes the offense again. They will try it with Vavro. A slight deflection goes to Young, but kept alive. Vavro with the dig this time. Wells gets it over, no look. Marlington wanting Bogunovic, and Bogunovic gets the kill.
A huge roar from the stands as Bogunovic gets the kill. Really good work. Great rally from both sides there.
And as you said, sometimes Marlington just can't do any wrong. And that's exactly where we are right now.
Yeah, it's so tough to play a team like this.
A lollipop serve from Evanich. Preissel for Vavro, and she will get the kill. A good response by the Namers, back within 3. But there is only so long that you can keep it going like this.
Oh, here we go for Holy Name. Bring in Vienne Ballas. We saw her against Edgewood quite a few times serving, and she had a really good run. Only saw her once against Perry.
And that's when she had that ace. So she wants one here. Only one in her career, and it is in the playoffs. Very nearly getting it, but Bogunovic able to get the return. Ballas will dig. Preissel for Ali Orzek, blocked out of bounds. The Namers back within 2.
As a coach, I love this decision from Coach M right now. Take a chance on a sophomore.
And that chance has been a great one. The right decision so far. That serve, it's close. And it is going to be out of play. Very, very close. Marlington shrewdly lets it go. Back up by 3.
Yeah, really slow call by that back judge. Took time to ponder that one. It's a close call.
And here comes the serve from Bogunovic. Vieira, it's an ace, mishandled, and Marlington is up by 4. Holy Name still with 1 timeout. They will hold off for the time being.
I think that's smart. I have a feeling if Marlington hits 20 or gets an ace here, that timeout's going to be used.
You cannot fall down 2-0 to these Dukes, and they know that very well. Bogunovic sends it over with a powerful zip. Preissel for Orzek, just getting it over. And Sarshone keeps it alive. Young just gets it over. We're not done yet. Now Barker sends it out of play, and the point goes to Marlington. Holy Name thought the play was done before it was.
Timeout coming.
I think you have to after that play, and they will.
Yeah, tough one for Holy Name there. It was all reactionary. I mean, they handled it well. We just need somebody to recognize and stay intrigued or stay invested into the play to try to get the ball over.
But looking at this match so far, Holy Name really kicking themselves that they did not get that set one victory. This would be completely different if they did.
Oh, 100%. I think if Holy Name got that first set, we would be seeing Holy Name leading in this second set. But Holy Name's also had some rough calls go against them that there's such ticky-tacky calls that you never know which way they're going to go, and you occasionally miss them. You occasionally get them right as a ref, judge, or umpire.
And this could easily become a reverse sweep potentially. So we're going to see what happens there. But last year, 3-1. They won set number 3. It was 2-0. But obviously, this Marlington team, a machine. It doesn't matter who is actually on the squad. It doesn't matter who's on the floor. They find ways to win.
Yeah, they definitely do. They've been that way for the past 4 or 5 years, going back to Laney, going back to Chelsea Evanich. They just understand how to win.
And that's what the best teams do. They know how to win. And it's another ace out of the timeouts. Make it 20-14.
Gianna is killing that back line right now.
You have to find a way to slow her down, but you only have 5 points to play with. You need 11 to win the set. All signs are pointing towards Marlington right now, but that serve will help the Namers. Back within 5.
Yeah, if you're Holy Name, you really needed that.
And here comes a change. But all eyes on Avery Preisel as she is ready to send this one away. She needs a good serve here. And she will get a short one. Sickles digs, Young, four-star shown, poked over, kept alive, and now Wells is able to just get it back over. Marlington tries it again. Durango once again denied by Wells. Up to Orzek, and Ali Orzek skims it off the net, missing the antenna. And Sarshon will return it. Preisel, now Wells, up to Kenzie Watson. Watson slipping it through. Marlington, they want power again. It goes to Durango, dug out, but not for long. It'll fall, and the point belongs to Marlington.
Tough one there. Marlington was in the driver's seat for that entire point, though. They had control. Holy Name could never really get set, get any of their offense working.
And that has been the issue today. They're playing about as well as you can ask. But Marlington, a different beast. It's at the net and put down by Danica Sarshon.
You knew it was coming. Danica does this for a living. She knows what she's going to do when she gets into that position. It's easy for her.
2 years' time, she will be on a Division I team, and that is pretty much a guarantee. And there is another ace for Marlington. Make it 23-15. That time it's Durango.
If they lose this on an ace, this set, that is going to be big for Marlington and horrible if you're...
It's another one. It's back-to-back aces for Durango. Set point Marlington.
This is, I don't want to say it's demoralizing, but if you are Holy Name right now, all the wind is being taken out of your sail.
You have to have one heck of a rally to get back in it. Durango trying to ice it here, and she will! It's 3 aces in a row to close out the set! An unprecedented run by Justine Durango. And just like that, Marlington is 1 set win away from the Final Four again. On the year, 21 aces. She just had 1/7 of that in the last 3 serves.
That is ridiculous. That's not a number you generally see. 3 straight aces, that's ridiculous.
Talk about a way to pretty much put this one away early. Still some time for the Namers, but they need to talk this one over, and they need to adjust. Backs against the wall, just as it was in the district championship game. And as both teams talk things over, we will step aside here on SmeeSports. 2-0 Marlington, your score. Welcome back to Harry Fails Gymnasium in Alliance, Ohio. You are watching OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Two score updates. Bryce, give us Ohio State's.
It is 38-14 with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter for the Buckeyes, which I don't think anyone was surprised by. Let's go Jeremiah Smith.
I got a surprise. At the half, Mount Union 27, Capital 17.
Whoa. Oh, wait, hold on. At half?
Yep, 10-point game.
We gave up 17 points to Capital?
20 points in the last 4 games, 17 and 1/2 to Capital.
What are we doing?
That's a tough one. I mean, it was a one-score game against Heidelberg a few weeks ago, 14-6 at the half. That's a tough one for Mount. We'll see how things end up playing out in the second half, but that's obviously not a good sign for Mount Union, especially when you look at the NPI, number 1 right now, but they don't have the strength of schedule unless Wheaton and BW keeps winning to stay number 1. This could eventually lead to a Final Four game at North Central.
Yeah, and that would be a huge issue for us. I think we can win on the road, but
North Central is North Central.
That's a hostile environment, and that is a dang good football team.
It's a good football team.
They're a tough team.
Not to quote Ryan Day and step on his toes too much, but I feel like that's pretty fair and kind of the same notion.
Oh, definitely.
But it's simple. Marlington, if they win set number 3, it's done, and they will advance to the Final Four on Thursday. If they lose this set, Holy Name has a shot just as they did last year. They won set 3 last year. Can they do it again? We are back to the action at Harry Fails Gymnasium. OHSAA sending it over. Marlington wants to control from start to finish in the set, and they get the start part of that done perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, Durango has done so well these past 2 sets. Honestly, she's taken over Gianna's role. Because Gianna's been a little bit quiet the past 2 sets.
And here comes a serve, but into the net. And we are tied up at 1. If Marlington wins, they would be 25-2, winners of 24 straight.
That is absurd.
Out of this world. And here comes a serve from Ali Orzak. Holy Name, they want to get some momentum early on in the frame. Wells lines it up for Kenzie Watson, and Watson gets the kill off of Callie Young.
Great job by Kenzie there. A little bit different seeing her serve, not naturally, but a more typical basic serve, or spike, sorry.
And here comes Orzak again. It is sent into the bleachers. It is an ace for Ali Orzak. And the Namers are up 3-1.
Talked about it. Key player to watch, Ali Orzak. Let's see if she can will her team back into this one.
Already 1 reverse sweep in these playoffs. That serve too shallow, and you have to avoid plays like that right now.
Yeah, the simple little mistakes cannot happen this set.
If it happens, then that is how you get swept. You have to avoid it. There is very little margin for error. If you're Marlington, though, all the room in the world right now. You're up 2-0.
Yeah, you've got breathing room. You can get a little bit out of control and take a few risks.
Bogdanovich able to slip it over and somehow poked back. Almost out of play. Sarchon keeps it alive. Wells does the same with the dig. Miscommunication. Watson pushes it over, but out of play. That's why you have to communicate as a team right by the nets.
Yeah, I think Genevieve just didn't expect Preisel to get over. Obviously, Preisel's the setter. She wants to take the second ball. You don't expect her to come across the court, though, in that scenario.
And here comes the serve from Evanich. 3-3 your score. Preisel lining it up for Afratis. And it is out of play. And the point will go to Holy Name on the tip. Or no, just in play because it hit the ref. He's saying it stayed in.
Well, he said in, and then he lifted his flag, which would mean point for Marlington. And now he's standing there not saying anything.
And now they flipped it. I don't know how you can flip that call after he said, yeah, it's in. I don't think it was in, but I don't know how you can flip that like that.
I don't.
A lot of interesting calls today. Watson on the far side. She gets the cross-bodied kill.
There you go, Kenzie. Get in rhythm.
But right now, if you are Holy Name, I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Miocinovich, his response to the refs would be 3. Already has said 2 today.
I would even go with 4. There's been some rough ones.
Wells sends it over. Sickles with the dig. Lined up for Durango. Nobody home in the center, but Afratis digs to keep it in flight. Now it's Watson, and Kenzie Watson is starting to take over.
There you go. If you're Holy Name right now, you need Kenzie to take over and do exactly what she's been doing so far this set. Get some kills and be the leader that this team needs.
And here comes the serve again from Hayden Wells. Young for Bogunovic, able to get it over, but Afratis with the return. Marlington in the power seats, but blocked at the net, somehow kept alive, and the whistle blows. Point Holy Name, and Holy Name not in the power position, still able to respond.
Yeah, Holy Name wasn't in a favorable position that time, a little bit out of position actually, but caught Marlington sleeping a little bit, get the ball over, and make them cause a mistake.
Sarchon with the dig, Young. It's a give and go between 23 and 13. And as we like to say, 23 plus 13 equals a kill.
I don't think I've ever heard that in my life, but I like it.
That combination is deadly. It always has been.
Oh, yeah, and they have had such a good run together.
And they don't want to be done. That serve too long from Bogunovic. And Holy Name is up by 2. 7-5.
Oh. Paige Delmore in for Holy Name.
Has not played in a while. 49 sets on the year. She has 12 aces. The senior, a chance to help out her team. And this could see the bench empty completely. That serve too long. That's a tough one there.
That is a tough one. I understand what you're trying to do. Shake it up a little bit, maybe get a different look. But I don't know if I would have gone with someone who hasn't been in the playoffs yet.
And we'll see if Marlington can tie it up. Preissel able to find Afratis, and she will slip it through for the points. Keep your distance. That is the recipe for success today for the Namers.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Genevieve's going to have to be the one to get this team moving. As soon as she goes to the bench, she's saying, let's go, let's get up, let's get moving. She needs to bring the energy as we saw against Edgewood.
Afratis and Watson both on the bench right now. Young lines it up for Danica Sarchon. Delmore digs it. Played in once again by Wells, and Delmore gets the return, or rather that is Vavro, and Vavro gets the kill. But Paige Delmore answers the call that time with the dig.
Vavro gets the kill, but she also is the whole reason that they were able to get that dig. She tipped that spike, got it into the air a little bit, giving them a chance to get to the ball.
Sydney Vieira lining up, and she will send this one over. Almost long, but kept in play that time by Hagan. And there is the hit by Casto. Holy Name's offense lining up. It's Orzek, and Orzek gets the kill.
Little miscommunication between the dynamic duo, Gianna and Danica, as we have a timeout from Marlington. That's huge right now if you're Holy Name. You got to feel really good.
And the traveling fans from Parma Heights, they are loving what they are seeing in set number 3. They didn't come here for 3 sets. They came here to be crowned regional champions. And we go back to the 2010s. That's the last time they won. All of those players obviously out of the program. No real separation other than a couple of classes, but still a lot of different pieces since that title. But if you have a winning recipe, you can win. Just like Mount Union. All those guys from the last title are gone, but they know how to win.
Yeah, it goes to culture at that point. Once you get farther down the line, you have to find the culture and the people who understand what it feels like to win.
I think DC is liking the song choice.
Yeah, I like how he cut the camera to us a little bit early to catch me dancing. So, appreciate that, DC. Doing great.
You got caught.
I did get caught.
Having too much fun or something?
I was enjoying it. We all love shout.
And the Namers, they want more to shout about here. 10-6 your score in set number 3 as Vieira sends it over. Young lines it up for Danica Sarchon, and Danica is back.
Yeah, you knew it was coming. If you're Holy Name, you know it's going to happen every 5 serves. She's going to absolutely obliterate a ball down to the ground.
You can never forget about number 13. Young sends it over. Vieira digs it. Preissel near side for Ali Orzek, and she will pop it over. Now Bogunovic for Danica Sarchon, and this time goes crossbody.
A little bit of finesse there, realizing where the defense was, where they're shifting. I'm going to just hit it where you're not.
And just like that, Marlington is back within 2. But were they ever really considered down other than on the scoreboard? No, not at all.
No, they
Preissel in
never
the
are.
center. It's Vavro. Lollipops it over. Dug out by Bogdanovic and Sickles. And returned by Callie Young. Marlington gritty as ever. Now it's Orzak. Orzak a pop and a half. But Sickles with the return. Kept alive by Vieira. And the rally continues. Alio tries it again in no man's land. And she will get the points.
I'm so glad Holy Name got the point there because they were going to be really upset with themselves for hitting that ball because it was definitely going long.
And another first-time playoff player. It is Akilah Sanders.
Yeah, interesting decisions here. She doesn't have an ace registered this year.
But she has played 31 sets. And you just need the right mentality in the playoffs. It's Sarchone, kept alive by Delmore, but not Sanders. The point goes to Marlington on the kill.
I understand you're trying to shake things up if you're coach, but there's time and places to do it. I understand having players who don't play often but have played in the playoffs come in. Players who haven't played in the playoffs, I'm not 100% sure, though.
Orzak with the kill in the meantime. Perfectly on the line.
On the line, and I think they said there was a tip, too, from this line judge that was not in frame. So
Doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, you're getting the point no matter what.
12-9, Holy Name on top in set number 3. They need this rally to continue as Orzak, or rather Preissel, sends it over. Young for Bogdanovic, tipped up at the net, kept alive by Avery Preissel. Barker picks up Watson, and Kenzie gets the return. Here comes Marlington. It's Chloe Evanich, dug out by Wells. Avery Preissel to Ali Orzak, denied at the net again. We continue. Watson snipes it off of Sickles. Sarchone keeps it alive. Bogdanovic unable to do so. The point goes to Holy Name.
That is my favorite play in all of volleyball now, is the running spike that Kenzie Watson does. It is so pretty to watch.
13-9, Holy Name up by 4, and they want to make it 5 as Preissel sends it over. Sickles keeping it alive. Sarchone bats it away. Bogdanovic able to keep it alive. A very tough ball for the Namers to get. It's Watson again, right off of Young, who keeps it alive. And now Sarchone with the return. Tipped up at the net by Breanne Barker. Now it's Orzak setting it up for Preissel. It's a give and go. And Orzak able to push it back onto Marlington's side. Now it's Bogdanovic. And Bogdanovic misses long. Point Holy Name.
Just want to go back to a little bit earlier in that point. That was an interesting decision from Danica to like punch it across the court to Gianna. I don't think I've seen that one before.
It almost worked too. That's the incredible thing. They do a lot right. No surprise at all. Sarchone, she will send this one over. Tipped up at the net by Barker. And Orzak will get it back over. Young lines it up. It is Casto, and Casto puts it down. Make it 14-10. Holy Name still in control, but you have to be careful here. This is getting eerily similar to set number 1.
Yes, but I think they've minimized the mistakes that killed them in set 1.
Preissel for Orzak, and it's off of Casto, and it hits Zane. It hits Zane down below. He's not too happy about it, but the point goes to Holy Name.
Good work, Zane.
And Coach Goodman behind, he has a couple laughs about it too. Zane, a human shield down there as well for the AD. He'll love to see it. Sarchone mishandles. Young gets it back to Danica, and there is the return. Holy Name up by 5. It's a Fredis putting it down, but out of play. And the point belongs to Marlington. But good that Zane in the camera is okay.
Yeah, I'm glad he's okay. Well, I'm more happy that the camera's okay.
No. I don't know about that one. Here's the serve from Evanich. She goes shallow, nobody home. It's an ace. Make it 15-12.
She's so well-rounded as a freshman.
It's the last name. You have to look at that last name. Very historic at Marlington for a reason, and it will continue to be one of those legacy names for years to come. Watson on the far side spikes it over. Blocked by Barker, pushed back through. Wells keeps it alive. Preissel for Afratis, and she gets the kill. Make it 16-12.
She's the spark plug. She's going to be the one that if Holy Name comes back to win this thing, she's going to be the reason.
And she knows she has to be. Marlington, one timeout left, and I think they tried using it. But they were told no. Will they in the end? We're going to see here as play is stopped for a second. I thought I did see that slight timeout motion made.
I'm not sure.
We'll see what they say here. I think it's just going to be Holy Name serve, and we're going to continue from here. And yes, we will. And here comes a serve from Hayden Wells. Holy Name up by 4. Young for Durango, kept alive by Hayden with the dig. Now it's a Frattis poking it through, and it's a point for the Namers.
Who else? Who else would it be for Holy Name right now?
And that time she does get a timeout. Make it 17-12. And I think she did that just to prove you wrong with that Statue of Liberty tip.
Yeah, she left the Statue of Liberty for a couple of kills, but she's getting back into it now. It's well dosed. You have to dose it right. If you do it 4 times in a row, we catch on. If I'm a pitching coach and I call fastball down and away 3 times in a row, that 3rd time, it's not going to be a punch out.
And we go back to the pitching analogy. You have 2 pitchers on the court right now. You have Justine Durango for Marlington and Reagan Favreau for Holy Name. 2 excellent softball pitchers. They might have the best variance on the court outside of obviously your star players of Orzek and of Sarshone, who by trade are volleyball players, albeit Allie does play softball for Coach Tom Scheiben.
Yeah, they definitely are the most well-rounded rotational pieces. They understand the game well enough. They understand placement and timing and when to mix in different things. It's change of speed, change of pace. In every single sport, it's change of speed, change of pace. How do you sprinkle in runs and passes in football? How do you change your speed and change your direction in basketball? How do you any sport you can find an example. I'm sure you could. So if you're Holy Name right now, you just got to keep them off balance.
Get 1 set, and this one's not done.
And Holy Name still has both timeouts in this set.
And right now, they need a total of 8 to win the frame. And here is a serve from Hayden Wells, going with the lollipop, played back to Sarshone, and up to Bogunovic. And once again, it's dug out by Hayden Wells, kept alive off the net. Now it's not. They say that they did cross, and the point does go to Marlington. It's so tough to keep the ball alive off the net like that. Your show jumbled up right there. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, it's really tough. I don't think this will ever happen, but I wish the rule was the entire foot had to cross.
Watson pokes it over. It's a pancake from Bogunovic. Now it's Sarshone, kept alive by Orzek. Now it's Hayden Wells, up to a Frattis. And once again, Gianna keeps it in flight, this time more concrete. Preissel, Wells, and Watson with the bump over. We will continue this rally. It is Bogunovic. Now Sarshone, dug out by Orzek, but out of play. Marlington back within 3.
Really, I don't have an issue with that point, though, from Holy Name. They didn't do anything wrong. They held in there. They fought. They had a couple of good spike attempts. Marlington just outplayed them there, and Danica Sarshone exists.
And here is a serve from Bogunovic. 17-14, Holy Name on top. It's a Frattis, denied at the net, but it falls into Marlington territory. But Danica is able to return it. It's Watson on the far side, and denied! Danica Sarshone doing it all for the Dukes.
Yeah, if you're Holy Name, this is not the momentum swing you want right now. You got to grab one here.
It's a 3-0 run for Marlington. And we will have a small stoppage as we will have a shoe-tying stop. And that is Bogunovic now back up and ready to go. And you can see the fat head on the far side being waved in honor of Bogunovic. And because of the ace, that's why it's waved.
Yeah, that's the boyfriend over there, Brock Woods. He plays baseball. He's an interesting guy. He's an absolute mammoth of a human being, though, as we get a timeout from Holy Name.
Dare we make the comparison to set number 1? Because this feels like deja vu completely.
It definitely is starting to feel like that. And if you're Holy Name, that's the last thing you want to see.
And obviously that set was impressive, 27-25. That was a set they thought they should have had. And realistically, it was their set until it wasn't.
Yeah,
and just like this one.
I think it was their set to lose. They had that set until the 12-1 run, and then they had the 2 calls go against them in that back half where Coach M never got an answer that satisfied him. So that set changed this entire game.
I mean, early on, it looked like Holy Name was going to take a set off of Marlington from the get-go, and all of a sudden, oh shoot, Marlington is on the back foot.
Yeah, you thought you were going to put a chink in their armor, and they said, no. We do this for a living. We're the Dukes. You can't hurt us.
It's the machine. That's all it is. Just like Mount Union football, Marlington is the machine.
Yeah, they know how to win, and they don't make mistakes very often.
And a chance to tie it up here courtesy of Gianna Bogunovic. And we are back to the action, and she will! It's back-to-back aces, and we are tied at 17! What a run by the Dukes. It's 5 unanswered.
Yeah, your Holy Name, you got to at least get the ball into the air.
You got to get a point here, and you do on the wayward serve. But plenty of time for the Dukes. Now only down by 1.
Anything can happen, man.
Holy Name does have that one timeout in hand. That is worth noting.
I like this from Coach M. He's leaving in Kenzie Watson to serve.
And she will get it over. A tough one at the net, just poking it over. And that is going back to her high IQ for the game. Now it's Afratis, and Afratis gets the kill. But Callie Young on that play plays the net perfectly.
Oh, yeah. She's so smart. We talked about it so many times throughout this game. She is so well developed for a setter.
Watson zips it over. Young travels to her left. Four-star shown, and she is able to keep it inside the antenna. Preissel for Afratis, and she punches it down. Holy Name needing 5 to win set number 3.
I love this. Put someone out there who doesn't serve very often, see what happens.
And they are continuing to ride her hot hand, and very nearly an ace. Preissel taps it down, but kept alive. Too much time for Durango, and Sarshone is blocked! Reagan Vavro gets up and is enough to block it!
Great wall there. Great wall, Vavro.
I love it, I love it. 21-17 as Watson zips it over. Too long on the attempt, but a great run. From 18-17 to 21-18, a successful 10-year serving.
Yeah, for someone who hasn't served in the playoffs and doesn't have an ace on the season. 2. That was a great job.
And that serve is into the net. Make it 22-18. The Namers need 3 here to keep their hopes alive.
Oh, but he's not going to keep the same strategy with Afratis. Disappoints me. It would have been fun to see her.
You need 3 to get to another.
I agree. It would have just been fun to see her get an ace and just go absolutely ballistic.
Vieira sends it over, and it is a good serve at that. Young for Danica Sarshone, kept alive by Vieira. An excellent dig in the back line, and Orzak gets the return. Who gets it this time? It's Young doing it herself. No dice. Preissel, Orzak, no kill. It's out of play.
Very close, though. They're asking for a tip. Not going to get it. I did not see one.
Me neither. I would say that is pretty clear-cut. No contact.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
And here is the serve from Callie Young, and it's close, and that one is in. It's an ace for Callie Young. Make it 22-20.
Yeah, just barely fell down to that back line.
You got to get a point here. You can't make this a 1-point game. Marlington, they want it to happen. They want problems, not peace here. Preissel to Orzak, and Orzak gets the return. Callie lines it up behind for Danica. She goes shallow. Preissel digs it. Same with Wells. And Vavro hits it behind. Make it 22-21.
There's trouble.
You got to make a change here if you're Coach Miocinovich, and he will call his second and final timeout.
Good call.
The Dukes are done. They don't want set number 4.
No, they don't. They want to end this right now. And if I'm Marlington, obviously, I agree with that. They want to end this one within the next 10 minutes.
And if you are Holy Name, how do you keep the Dukes guessing? You only need 3 points to win it, but that was true when the Dukes had 18.
Well, I think it starts with number 10, Genevieve Fratis, and she's not in the game, so you need the energy to come from someone else, whether that's Allie Orzak, Hayden Wells, whoever it may be. You need someone to bring the juice and get them rolling again.
You need Genevieve and you need Kenzie in the game at the same time here, which we haven't seen in a few moments. The moment they left the game, it slipped away.
Yes, and I understand the decisions being made. You need to get them a rest, and maybe they aren't the best backline players, but they're senior leaders, and they bring so much juice to this game.
Good players find a way to win in the big games, no matter where they are. And we are back to the action, 22-21. It's Orzak, and she is denied by the net. We are tied up at 22. A tough break for the Namers. Neither side with a timeout. This run is going to decide set number 3. The prior 42 serves. No meaning right now. Young sends it over. Dinya Diggs, haven't called her name in a little while. It's Orzak, blocked at the net. Preissel, back to Ali Orzak, denied again. Preissel for Vavro, same result! 3 blocks, 1 play, point Marlington!
Wow.
And the Dukes have come back to take a 1-point lead late.
You can keep knocking, but no one's home. They tried it 3 times. They said no, no, no.
And here comes Callie Young. The Namers need a point. They don't get it. It's an ace for Callie Young. Set point, match point for Marlington. 1 more point, and Marlington will be heading back to Wright State. To make it back to the Final Four, it's Callie Young, Dinya Diggs, Preissel. Wells has to get it over. She is short. Callie Young wins it, and Marlington is back in the Final Four. 25-22, your final in set number 3. It's a sweep for the Marlington Dukes. And they have swept their way through regionals.
Wow.
And you see the celebrations on the courts. Marlington, they fell in straight sets in the state championship game last year, but they think they have the pieces this time out to go all the way and bring home a state title. Earlier on today, junior cross-country runner Ireland Jackson already won a state title. You have won this year already for the Dukes. The boys playing later in soccer trying to make it to the Final Four. You could potentially have 3 teams in the state championship rounds.
Yeah, and as a school, that would be crazy. Like, you don't see that from any school. And if you're holding name right now, you are mad, you're upset, whatever it may be. A phenomenal run, though. They did such a good job. You can't give enough credit to these namers.
It all goes back to that opening set.
Yeah, that first set is what solidified the game. That 12-1 run changed it, and then...
Let's pop some confetti first. There it is! Marlington popping their confetti. They are back in the Final Four. It's a beautiful sight for the Dukes.
When you win, you can do what you want. And Holy Name's obviously looking over in envy. They're not happy about this, but winners get to do what they want.
And on your rival's court as well.
Yeah,
that makes this all the sweeter.
I bet Marlington loves this.
Every year. It's always here. And you can see Sickles and Bogdanovich, they are hugging each other. They are loving this one. We'll toss things downstairs for our trophy presentation and wrap things up after this.
Presenting the Ohio High School Athletic Association will present today's regional runner-up and regional championship trophies, along with Mike Farrell, the principal from Marlington, and Richard Koza, the athletic director from Holy Name. First, the 2025 regional runner-up, Parma Holy Name. When your name is called, please step forward to be recognized. Number 1, Sydney Vieira. Number 2, Brianna Barker. Number 3, Michaela Back. Number 4, Skylar Shalinsky. Number 5, Isabella Dinya. Number 6, Hayden Wells. Number 7, Vallis. Number 8, Allison Orzak. Number 9, Captain Avery Priestley. Number 10, Genevieve Afrides. Number 11, Kenzie Watson. Number 12, Reagan Vavro. Number 14, Mia Vieira. Number 19, Paige Delmore. And number 23, Akela Sanders. Head coach, Boyan Miocinovich. Assistant coaches, Paul Martin and Holly Allman. Now, would the captains of the Holy Name please come forward for the presentation of the team trophy. Your community and school are very proud of you. The regional runner-up, Parma Holy Name. Would the captains of the Marlington Dukes please come forward as we recognize the team from Marlington High School as the 2025 regional champions in Division 4 and the presentation of the team trophy. When your name is called, please step forward to be recognized. Number 1, Annie Capone. Number 5, Reese Hagan. Number 6, Ivy Tate. Number 16, Mia Moss. Number 18, Rosalind McCarty. Number 2, Amaya Sickles. Number 3, Marissa Castro. Number 9, Justine Durango. Number 10, Gianna Boganovich. Number 11, Chloe Evanich. Number 13, Danica Charchon. And the captain, number 23, Callie Young. Congratulations to the Marlington Dukes, who will now advance to the state semifinal in Dayton, Ohio next weekend to play the winner of the Oak Harbor or Delaware Buckeye Valley. Now for the coaches for Marlington. Head coach, Stephanie Tortola. Assistant coaches, Amy Coleman, Casey Krupko, and Zoe Peck. Congratulations to both teams on playing a great game today. And let's have a good round of applause for all of them.
those are the sights and scenes that you get if you are a champion. Marlington once again going back to the Final Four. They are your regional champions. Bryce, we'll take things back up here. I am truly impressed with how Marlington played today. Anything that went wrong against Beaumont, they fixed. When their backs were against the wall, they were resilient, and they were the better team today.
100%. They did everything right, and they got everything to fall. They had a couple mistakes early on in that first set, and they got them cleaned up very quickly, and Holy Name couldn't come back.
Holy Name, they end the season 11-14. You feel for those seniors. They did so much for this program, but on to next year. Based on who you've seen that is coming back, would you be surprised to see Holy Name back in this regional tournament here in Alliance next year?
They have a good group coming back. They definitely do, but I think they lost the juice, right? Afratis and Kenzie were huge for them, and that's going to be a tough one to lose, but I think they have the core group of people that they need to continue building.
Barring any redistricting, I think we're going to see kind of the same 5 teams that competed all the way around. The 4 that were here, but add Edgewood in there, and I think Edgewood, assuming they don't have to run into Holy Name or Marlington, they will be here in the Final Four.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I imagine they're going to be back and ready to compete because they were a very young group, and I think they have a lot of talent in their sophomore class.
And they know that this upcoming year is going to be it for them. You lose Faith Venzel after next season, you have to win next year, and I think they do have, as you said, the juice to do it. But how do you knock off this Marlington team? I mean, only Roger Bacon in the championship game last year figured it out, and they don't have to play him this year.
I have no answer. I mean, and I think they've proven that through their play. They are so dominant, and they do everything right. Everything they need to do gets done. They've got phenomenal leadership, and they have just some phenomenal players who we know are going to be playing at the Division I level.
And I think Marlington volleyball is now officially at the point where a regional title, it's expected. It's not a want, it's the standard.
Yes, it's become the standard. And when you're a winning program like that, it happens, and it's so tough to live up to that expectation, but it happens. And you have to continue from that.
And they will be playing the winner of Buckeye Valley and Oak Harbor. I am trying to find a score update from that game. In the meantime, Bryce, if we were to see a 1-versus-1 battle, how would that really look for Marlington, as that would be their biggest test of the playoffs so far? Even if it is going to be Oak Harbor, still their biggest test.
It doesn't matter. Marlington is on a great streak right now, and they understand how to win, so I don't think it will be anything new for Marlington. They're just going to have to show up ready to compete.
I have seen no score updates from that match, but later today, 7 o'clock, Marlington has a chance to put a third team into the Final Four/state point of the season. The boys soccer team, they take on CBCA in a winnable game. If you get 3 of your teams to be in the Final Four/state meet, that's impressive in its own right.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Obviously, my school wasn't that good at any sport. I mean, we have great cross-country and some basketball programs, but I can't imagine that. Having 3 teams or players in a state championship is absurd.
And as well for new athletic director Scott Stayer, I'm sure he is very happy to be in Marlington Duke right now.
Yeah, he's got to be stoked, and I'm sure everybody's going to say, oh, wow, look at what he's doing over there. His program's phenomenal.
Came in for Chad Hilliard after a 1-year tenure, and all of a sudden, Scott Stayer, he has done a great job administratively, but his Dukes across the board are dominating, and we expect more and more from them as the season goes on. You talk about Brock Woods. That's a player to look at for the spring season of baseball. If Marlington is going to make a run, it starts with Brock.
Yeah, and I know he had a really good spring last year. I know he's going to try to build off of it. I think he committed over the summer. I'm not exactly sure where.
I think Marietta.
It's something. I think it's OAC.
I think it's Marietta. I'm pretty sure it is.
So I expect him to do a lot, and I expect them to have a good little run.
Closing thoughts?
Great season from both teams. Holy Name, you are by far the most entertaining volleyball team I've ever seen in my life. Genevieve, you bring so much energy. Kenzie, your running spike is awesome. Cindy, you had a great season. Marlington, you guys are dogs.
Can't forget about Reagan in there either. I mean,
yep.
This is not the last we see of Reagan in a Namer uniform. Softball, the crew that got them into the Sweet 16 in their freshman year, They're seniors. It's their time to potentially take over and do some great things. We'll be there for a lot of that once again. But this will officially do it for the fall, and I truly mean it this time, people. I didn't think we'd keep adding games for the fall, but here we are, 8 days after our supposed final broadcast for the fall, and we have done 3 extra games. So, I mean, oops, I guess. Sorry about that. Sorry for adding games, question mark. Is that the right thing to say there?
No, it's fun. And these were good games, so it's not like any of us are too upset by it.
And yeah, Mount Union has pulled away 50-17 against Capital, so I'm not too upset that I'm missing that game right now.
Makes sense.
I am upset that I missed the game in general, but I had to come out here. Holy Name, they didn't get the win today. Always good to support the alma mater. Always good to support Marlington, one of our 3 teams that we cover out here. We have Alliance, we have Minerva, and obviously the Marlington Dukes. It's a weird one. We win today, but my alma mater loses, so you're in that limbo position of, okay, how do I feel? But Marlington, we hope you guys go on and win a state title, win it for the region, win it for your school. We hope the men do the same exact thing in soccer. If they do, we'll have some interviews from that after the state championship game once they get back to town, as we have nothing for a couple of weeks. Unless something crazy gets added in. I think I joked yesterday, some kind of badminton game or something.
I would never call badminton with you, for the record.
I don't think I would either, but I don't really know.
Would never.
As of right now, put the warning, as of right now, our next broadcast is November 22nd. It's the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Holy Name and Padua Hockey, 7 p.m. puck drop at Michael A. Reese Ice Arena in Parma. Then the next Saturday, it's a doubleheader. Holy Name basketball is back, and we have a good one from BW at 2 p.m. Holy Name girls basketball takes on Strongsville. 3:30, Holy Name boys basketball takes on Olmsted Falls. As for you people out here in Stark County, we have not forgotten about you. The moment that the calendar flips to December, we're back. We are at the Duke Dome, Marlington Northwest girls basketball. Then that Tuesday, Alliance Northwest boys basketball at Northwest. Wednesday, it could be Marlington Carrollton girls basketball. That is a TBD. Thursday, December 4th, as of right now, is going to be Warrensville Heights and Spire basketball. 7:30 tip-off at Warrensville Heights High School. That might be our game of the season. That Friday, Holy Name Canfield boys basketball. That Saturday, most likely a doubleheader. Holy Name Vaz J girls basketball, followed by Holy Name and Cornerstone Christian boys basketball at 7. You flip to the next week. That Tuesday, it is going to be Alliance and Louisville boys basketball, and that'll do it for us out here in the area until the flip of the new year. But we will have a lot of great games. We'll have the NEO Youth League Christmas Classic among competitions. It'll be a fun December, but for now, that'll do it for our live broadcast. Stay tuned on social media. We will have a lot of highlights from the full season, whether it be games here or on Channel 1022 or on Boxcast/Flow Sports for the University of Mount Union. And I think that about wraps it up. For Bryce Fisher, I am Nathan Smee. For our producer, DC, Sarah doing the overhead camera, and Zane, our sideline camera today. This has been OHSAA Volleyball on SmeeSports in partnership with Spectrum Channel 1022 Alliance. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you again next time, and we will leave you with the shot of the floor as Marlington celebrates back-to-back regional championships.